And I ain't over here like, you like, wait a minute.
And it's put up.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
So listen, let's get right back into it. We're talking about today, we're going to talk about the power of a pipeline. We're going to talk about the power of a pipeline. I think it's very important that we understand that the reason why a lot of us are having that sense of we're struggling mentally and emotionally with jumping into entrepreneurship, the reason that we're struggling with trying to actually go do what God told us to do is the fear of the unknown. And today I want to unlock how you can actually create a certainty within what you're trying to create for your lifestyle, for your business, for the dream that you have when it comes to actually growing something that is your own. And all of us, if you were to be honest with yourself, all of us have a sense of pride and security. See, you would not be married to your husband or your spouse if they didn't give you some type of form of security for the love that they have for you. You wouldn't have the type of affection or the type of loyalty with your friends if they didn't give you some type of security to know that they ride for you like you ride for them. So in business, the peculiar space in business to where we feel like, it's just too uneasy for us. There are too many things in our business that cause for us to have uncertainty because of the uncertainty of what? Stability of what? Money. That's the truth. The root of it all is not having a stability, not having focal point on money. Because at a job, every 2 weeks what you getting? A check. A check. Every 2 weeks it'll be a check. Every 2 weeks it'll be a check. If you get paid monthly like I did as a teacher, every month, no matter what happens, I know that I'm getting paid on the 15th. Well, in business, what if I told you that there was a way, if you structured it correctly, there was a way for you to give yourself that guaranteed paycheck too? What if I told you that in business, if you really paid attention to it, you can actually go and create this type of security within your business if you truly, truly, truly wanted security and you wanted to be able to know what's going on. See, I told y'all originally today that I felt uncomfortable. I didn't feel like myself because I didn't feel like I did a good job at making sure that our company was taken care of by looking at merchant accounts, and they're holding our money $120,000 until October 21st. But there's also a security and safety that I know because I know that we have quality clients. I know that October 21st we're getting a disbursement of $120,000. See, because when I know something is to come, it brings a lot of security to me. Just like if you were to get in trouble and you had no money and you were to call your daddy or your grandma and you say, Dad, Grandma, I need $50, I need $100. And when they said, okay, baby, just let me get time to get to the bank. See, there was a sense of security. Your stress levels, they shrink. Why? Because you know that money is on the way. What if there's a way for you to position and proposition and put your company in a position? What if I gave you a proposition to put your company in a position to where you can have that same grandma, daddy type of security to know that you have money on the way? What if I can show you that? I want you to press the number 1 if you want me to show you how we do that. I want you to press the number 1 if you want me to show you how to get guaranteed security from your business. It ain't mindset, it ain't passion, it ain't purpose, because passion, purpose, and mindset don't pay you alone. You have to have strategy with purpose, with passion, in order for you to be able to guarantee those things in your life. Those are things that are the most important, okay? So, I wanted to show you something because it literally happens. They say that when you train, when you go through traumatic situations, it's your training that rises and goes on autopilot even when you're not mentally there. I can admit, this week I have not been mentally there. Last week I was not mentally there. I was emotionally, physically, and spiritually drained. But because I had this thing on repetition on what to do, and we've drilled and skilled, and I've actually been through these things in my life, I was able to continue on autopilot, even though mentally, spiritually, and emotionally I was not there. So I'm about to show you how to do it. I wrote this curriculum, and I wrote this blueprint. This is the blueprint on exactly how we took our financial firm to doing over $100,000 a year and also $100,000 a month. This is the blueprint where we show agents and we show people who want to get in the financial industry on how they can do the exact same thing, create a $100,000 a year agency at minimum. And I put all of my failures and all of my successes in a strategic way inside of this blueprint to give people the brain that I have inside. So what we have to understand is that when we go through difficult times in life, it's through your preparation. Your preparation is the only thing that gets you through traumatic situations. So when you're not prepared, when life hits you in the mouth, Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until you get hit in the mouth. So you need to start your plan after you get hit in the mouth. So what happens to you when you get hit in the mouth? That's what you need to strategize for. And so inside of this blueprint, Connie, when did we write this blueprint? We wrote this blueprint May of 2019, but she took the blueprint from the content that I made in 2017. She just made it a blueprint in 2019 because Connie cold like that. So what I'm about to bring up to you something that we did for our company that I didn't even realize what I had on autopilot because I planned it. See, the reason why we're all so scared to be in business is because you don't have a pipeline. And so when I was building my agency, when I was an agent out in the field, I realized that I did not like living and dying based on what I sell today. I did not like living and dying based on what I sold today. And unfortunately, most of us that are in business or that came into the sales cycle of insurance companies or financial companies or sales companies, the only thing they teach you is sell, 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 sell. And so the only thing you do every day is sell, 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 sell. But the problem is that when you wake up the next day, you have to sell, sell, sell in order to eat. What if I showed you a way for you to be able to track your future sales, to trap your future sales? What if I showed you a way? I want to propose a way for you to trap your future sales that will put you in position to be able to ensure that you will never have to worry about where your next meal is coming from. See, because when I realized a good fisher or a good hunter versus ones that are novices, a novice is somebody that goes out and hunts. An expert is somebody who traps. See, a lot of us are trying to chase money. You don't realize that you can trap it. And we did that actually when our business shut down because of our merchant account, which is people who process our payments. Our payment processors went down, and we did on autopilot what I've been doing the entire time in insurance, which is building a pipeline. So let's get to it. I think this is it right here. Boom. I get lost in my own blueprint. Okay. So, and actually what I say in this pipeline, and I'm going to actually read it to you. I'm going to read it to you because I want you to see that this is literally something that we've done on autopilot. So it says the purpose of building a pipeline with 1,000 names and numbers and referrals is because if you do not build your pipeline in the beginning, you will be a struggling agent. Now, of course, this is in reference to our insurance firm, right? Our financial firm for our agents. But I'm going to make it plain on how it translates in business. Because you will become a struggling agent if you do not have a pipeline. The biggest problem that people have in this agency is the fact that they do not fill their pipeline in the beginning. By not building, you will struggle lead to lead, check to check, client to client, and so forth, because that's not smart business. So when it comes to actually starting a pipeline, the very first thing that you have to do, you have to gather names of people that want to potentially become your client. And you always have to replenish your pipeline. So what is a pipeline? A pipeline is a list, a group of people who want to potentially buy something from you ahead of time. So you have a name. You've attracted a names list of people who were interested in a product proposition that you put online or something that they were interested to. And this is very peculiar how this kind of system works when it comes to a pipeline. Because when you don't build a pipeline, you're literally selling check to check every day, client to client every day, a store to store every day. You're always doing these things and you don't have a list of people that actually want your services or goods. So sometimes some of the best things that you can do is to shut your company down for a period of time and build up this pipeline. Sometimes the very best thing that you can do for your business is to shut your business completely down and then build up a waiting list so that you have always people that you're contacting and getting in contact with so that you can ensure stability in your company. The reason why we get so up and down as far as emotionally and spiritually in our companies is because you're literally every day trying to find the next meal. But what if I told you that there's a way for you to actually build a system for you to actually collect all of the names, all your next meals in one area and then pick them off as you want them? And let me tell you something. So when I decided, I don't know where I came into this knowledge. I won't say it was divine because I definitely read it somewhere. I just don't remember where, because I've been doing it for a long time. And the very first time I did it, I'll show you something. The very first time I did it was, let me see if I can find it. I can tell you the very first time I did it. The very first time I did that, my mentor told me it was the dumbest thing in the world to do. My mentor told me, never shut down your business, no matter what. Never shut down your business for anybody, for anything. Always stay moving. That's what my mentor told me. Always stay moving. Always sell something. Always sell something. And I realized that shit wasn't working for me. Because I was tired of living in scarcity. I was tired of trying to figure out where the next meal was. And what I realized was people want to work with busy people. Because people, in their mind, if they feel like you're busy with a bunch of clients and it's hard for you to get to them, they would much rather wait. They would much rather wait to work with you because we like social approval. So if there's a bunch of people who want the same service or product, they will wait on you because they know that they're not the only one using your services. So that's what I did. So the very best I could do was like $15,000 in a month. That was my very best thing I can do when I was out there selling insurance policies and financial products. Very best I can do. On average, I was doing about 8,000, 9,000. So in 2017, I shut my business down for like 3 months. And what I did was we got enough money for us to be able to survive for maybe like 2 or 3 months, and we lived scarce. And the only thing I did for 3 months was I built an 1,000 names list. I built a 1,000 names name list. Right? I built in 1,000 names name list. And on this 1,000 names were leads. We did direct mail. Connie, we did everything, right, Connie? We did direct mail. We went to the malls. We got names and numbers. We got business cards. We went to networking events. And my number one rule was, no matter how many names you got, you could not sell them anything. And this was my first time actually understanding what a sales cycle was, a marketing cycle. Because I wanted to get to the position to where what? I was so tired of trying to figure out where my next meal was. I just wanted to know where the mud F was going to be. I just wanted to know where it was going to be. And so I stopped hunting and I started attracting. Here's why. The reason why we told nobody, no matter how many names you got, no matter how many numbers you got, until we got to 1,000 names of people who are Keller Williams. That's where I got it from, Keller Williams. Until we got to 1,000 names of people who are interested in our product or services, we did not do our job. So whether it took 3 months, it took a year, or it took 1 month, I just made sure that all of us understood that we had to be on the same approach. Why? Because when you have 1,000 people that you have to get to that were already interested in your product, the only thing that you're doing is the people that are not interested, that changed their mind, or that you sold a product to, you just replace them with more people that go on the back of the list. Thinking of on the back of the list. So here it is. So let me show you. Thank you, Connie. So, in 2005, in 2017. That's May 8th, 2017 to October 26th, 2017. That's my name right here, Jake Tayler. So in 5 months, I actually did $200,000 of business on my own. I had $100,000 of that money in 5 months pay me out because it got processed with the financial firm, with the financial institutions. I made $100,000. They say show receipts. I got my own receipts without any agents. They say show receipts. I got my own receipts without any agents. All it was me and Connie. Y'all hear me talk about Connie all the time because Connie my road dog. She been with me through everything. That's the director of operations, senior accountant. With just me and Connie. Connie was scheduling the appointments and I was closing the deals. We went and got 1,000 names list. And I made more money in 5 months than I made in an entire year doing it my mentor's way. Why? Because there's something about compressed time. When you compress your time, it's something about when you compress your time. And you literally combust. That's how cars start. It's the compression, it's the combustion of compressed fire and energy that turns on that car. It's a spark. It's like getting off the line when you're running. You get off the line slow, you're not going to win the race. But if you get off the line fast, you have a chance to win. It's the speed of which you play the game. So when you're getting that 1,000 names list, the only thing you're doing, you're not stopping business. You're actually putting the number one thing in business first, which is you're getting people who are interested in your product first. You're getting people who are interested first. And that's how you launch products. That's how you launch services. And that's how you launch businesses. See, amateurs start businesses. Pros launch businesses. Jake, what do you mean? Connie, can you answer this? I think this may be the merchant account. Amateurs start businesses. Pros launch businesses. An amateur says, hey, I'm open. And that's how I was when I first got started. I'm like, hey, I'm open. Let's do business. I quit my job. I got fired and then I started another teaching job and I quit that one. I quit. I did all of that. We did all the little shebang and I quit thinking that, hey, I'm just going to get in business because I know how to sell some stuff. And God told me I'm supposed to start a business and I'm just going to go and open. And I started my business. I opened my business and I felt like I was always behind. I was always behind on customers and clients. I was always behind on fulfilling paperwork because I never took time to attract everything I wanted into one area. And then pick off the best of the litter. That's what the NBA does. See, the NBA don't go around the world doing a draft. They bring all of the best talent into one area, and then the NBA scouts, they pick off who they want. The very best way to assassinate someone is not in an open area. It's when you get everybody in one area and then you just start picking people off. Well, that's how we have to think about our business. And so my mentor told me, you can never shut your business down. You can never do that. You just need to just. I was like, bro, that shit ain't working for me. I need to find a way that fits me. So that's what I did. I studied Keller Williams because Keller Williams Real Estate, I wanted to know how they grew. And he taught this 1,000 names list. If you get 1,000 interested prospects on a names list, who are interested in your business, I can guarantee you'll make $100,000. If you get 1,000 interested prospects into one prospect or trap, I can guarantee you'll make $100,000 guaranteed for the year. And too many of us, we try to hit this ever elusive $100,000 mark with scarce numbers. You got 10 people interested. You trying to get the best out of the 10. Business is the law of numbers. So you want to attract all these people into one area, and you want to do it. So this is what we did. Our merchant account went down. That's $120,000 gone. We don't get paid till October 21st. Okay, cool. So what we can do, we can either pout, we can cry, we can talk about how the white man trying to get us, the devil. We can talk about how every time we do something good, something bad happens. Or we can adjust, we can shift, and we can find a game plan for what we're trying to do. So what do? You already know what we did. So even though mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I was out of it. What's going on, Joe? I was out of it. I was on autopilot because I've been down this road before. I've been down this road before. Well, we were actively attracting people and selling them at the same time. Well, how about we create a waiting list? How about we create a names area where people who are still interested, so we continue, because I understand the law of stopping momentum from sports. See, if a team is on momentum, in order for you to be able to win the game, you got to break their momentum. Because I think they say the law, some type of energy, you got to meet energy with the same energy to stop the energy or something like that. When the equal and opposite force meet each other, that's what stops an object from moving. So we have to stop something from moving. And so what happens is I did not want our momentum to stop. BX did not want our momentum to stop. Kane did not want our momentum to stop. Because we know that we've got all this attention on digital real estate. We have all this attention on our company. We have all this momentum happening for us. It would be crazy for us to stop the marketing, stop the branding because our merchant account went down. So the only thing we did, we stopped people's ability to pay, but we continued the action of accumulating their information. This is why Facebook makes billions of dollars. This is why Instagram makes billions of dollars. I'm looking for my other phone. Oh yeah, she had it. This is why. Was that a merchant account? Yes. They got what they needed?
No. I'm trying to work on it.
Okay. This is why these companies that we are currently thriving on, this is why they win. They understand the importance of data collection. Of finding out what you want and putting you on their names list. How do you think Facebook, 99% of Facebook's revenue comes from ads? Well, how do they make money on ads? They've collected so much data. They know so much about us. They know what we want, what we're interested in. So then when we have people who want to market on Facebook, all they have to do is show them that they have somebody, they have a niche, a group of people, a community that is interested in their product. Because they collected the names first. Facebook didn't sell ads in the beginning. They collected data first. Now they sold to the data. Instagram do it. The top companies, the top marketers, the top influencers do it. We collect data so that we know exactly who we're selling to. So this is what we did. So because everyone was used to us saying link in a bio, we couldn't go back to all the other videos. We couldn't go back to all this. We couldn't go back to all, to everything and reword and change domains to stop people from purchasing. Because the momentum of the videos and the content and the marketing, y'all know BX is a marketing genius. So all that stuff is already out there. So we can't stop it. Because we can lose the momentum and the interest of the people. And then when they come to our page, they'll think that we're not ready. So the only thing we did was, let me move this close to me. The only thing we did was we put a link in the bio. And the link in the bio was join our waiting list. And on our waiting list, we put a time clock on it. We've had, and we told people the truth. We've had an enormous registration response for our programs, with customer service being our top priority. We have paused new registrations for 5 to 10 days. Please get on our waiting list to be first notified when we reopen. Something great is about to happen. We are in a shift. What do? Then we put our products that everyone was interested in. Save my spot for the 100K month blueprint. Save my spot for the ABS Tribe membership. Save my spot for the digital real estate program. Save my spot for the private bank program. So why? Because just because I can't sell to you don't mean I can't collect data. Because whether we want to deal with people or not, nothing in life can function without people initiating. I don't care what they tell you. Automation, digital world, people are taking over, technology is taking over. That is true. But it still takes people in order to get a job done. It still takes people in order to purchase something. It still takes people to decide the value of something, correct? So, this world, no matter how technologically, however you say that word, advanced we become, it still is dictated and based on the attraction and the attention of people. So, the very best thing that you can do is attract and collect first, and then sell next. So, this is how you do. So, either we could have been upset that the money that we had couldn't be paid, or we can create a system to where about we know exactly what's to come. We know exactly how many sales we have coming. We know exactly how many people are interested, and we have a blueprint, a ballpark about how much money we're going to make. This is a business. I don't run a nonprofit. Even though y'all are my students and I love y'all, I still run a business. So let me show you something. So our list. This is our names list. So that says 400, let's say, we'll start here. 823 people waiting to get in digital real estate. Let's do the math. 823 people, all of them are going to get digital real estate at our bonus, at our discounted rate, 777. That's $639,000 we have waiting on our waiting list for digital real estate. Let's go back. Let's see 100K month blueprint, because we're honoring all of the bonus prices that we promised them. 100K blueprint, 432 people that are waiting on that list. 432 times $186.50. It won't be there forever. So if you're not on that waiting list, you need to get it. That's $80,000 waiting on the waiting list. For I am the lender. 96 people on that waiting list to learn how to build their own bank. Times 249 enrollment. That's $23,904 off the becoming your own bank. And on the waiting list for the ABS Tribe, 234 people are waiting to get enrolled. 234 times 50, that's $11,000 waiting on the waiting list. Now, we talk about attraction first. Let's calculate the money. So, for our private banking class, it was $22,161 for our private banking class on the waiting list. Plus, digital real estate, our flagship product, $639,471 on the waiting list. So we're currently at $661,000 on our waiting list. $80,568. $80,000 is from the 100K blueprint, and if you do not get it, if you don't get on the waiting list, you won't get it for the $186 price. It's going to go up to $397, I think. So we currently have $742,000 on the waiting list because we didn't pitch a hissy fit. If I were to also add the ABS Tribe, That's $753,000 that we have on the waiting list. Now let me ask you a question. How many of you would be a lot more confident if you knew that you had clients that were already interested in your product that you just had to get to? Press the number 1. Press the number 1. If you would be a lot more confident as an entrepreneur if you had a waiting list of people that you had to get to. Press the number 1. Now y'all know I'm giving y'all a free lesson. Y'all can at least press the number 1. Y'all can at least participate. Now I used to be a teacher and a coach. Y'all know I don't play. Y'all can at least press the number 1. Thank you.
80% participation.
You hear me? So when people say it's all about sales, it's all about marketing, it's all about those things. But 90% of business is about trapping interested prospects. So that's exactly why we tell you, inside of digital real estate, we talk about attracting people first, creating valuable content. We talk about creating valuable content to attract interested buyers. We didn't say sell nobody. We didn't say learn NLP to learn neuro-linguistic programming to trick people's mindset. We didn't say that you got to get on the phone and say a sales script. No, we said to attract people who are already interested. See, I believe in the word of God. See, the word of God, Jesus told the disciples, he said that you will reap harvest over things that you did not sow. He said there will be a season in your life when you will reap a harvest over things that you did not work for. So people who are already interested in our products, that they have been worked in some form or fashion. I don't have to give you crazy sales techniques. You are already ready by the time you hit my sales cycle. By the time your name hit that waiting list. By the time your name and you swipe that credit card. You are already ready. And I would much rather deal with an already client than somebody I got a trick to purchase. I'm giving y'all the game. I'm giving you the game. So you say, Jake, what's the guaranteed way to $100,000? 1,000 interested prospects in one product that you offer. That's at least $100. It's a guaranteed $100,000 a year. And you have to keep 1,000 new names on that list. So when you sell one name, let's go to the board. So when you sell, so if you got 1,000 names, if you have 1,000 names, and one person tells you no, and one person you sold, one said no, they're no longer interested, and one person you sold something to, you now have 998 people that you have to get to. Well, remember, the secret is 1,000 interested prospects. So what do you have to do? You have to add 2 more new contacts to your list to get to 1,000 names. It's simple. The name of the game of business is very simple. 1,000 names. 1,000 interested prospects. 1,000 people who touch your stuff. 1,000 people. Yeah, that's what I just said, Commando. It needs to be maintained. Okay, you said never mind. You got to keep that cycle going. You need new people in your cycle. So a lot of you got great products. You got a great sales system. You're very charismatic. You have amazing customer service. Your problem isn't you. Your problem is you don't have enough people that are interested and know what you have. That's your problem. The problem isn't your product or service. It's that nobody knows about you. That's why we preach content marketing. That's why Primerica was at its best back in the day. That's why we teach content marketing. That's why we tell you to attract your customers. That's why we tell you to write on your names list. That's why we tell you to create actual value in your videos. That's why why do you think that I give free business lessons every week? every day that I can. Why do y'all think I get on here and I talk to y'all 2 hours and I give y'all free game every day? Why do you think I do that? You think I do that for the health of me? No, because I'm actively doing what I'm telling y'all to do. No, it ain't because I love y'all. I do love you, but that ain't the reason. The reason why I want to give so much value that you put your name on my list. What God say? With your name on it. God's got a blessing. With your name on it. See, that's what I want. With my name on it. So you want that name on it. And that's the space that you got to get to in your business. I've always been okay with saying no today to get everything I wanted tomorrow. So when you tell your customers, your clients, hey, listen, let me tell you how I started it. Let me tell you how I started. I used to tell clients, hey, listen, I got a 30-day, I got a 2-week waiting period. I got a 2-week waiting period. I got 3-week waiting period. I didn't have nobody on my list. I got a 5-week waiting period. I got a 6-week waiting period. I got a 7-week waiting period. This product, it ain't coming out until here. But you can get on that list so when it come out, you ready. You already got the product ready, but you're attracting people who are interested so that when you launch the product, you make $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 on one launch. That's what we did with the 100K month blueprint. Can I show y'all? Do y'all like when I show y'all receipts? Do y'all like when I show y'all receipts? Let me show y'all another receipt. Let me show y'all another receipt. I'm going to show y'all a receipt. I'm going to show y'all another receipt. I'm going to show y'all a receipt. We got to go to my computer. Now, ain't nobody going to get on your list, K. Stevens. You can't just tell people to get on your list. What are you talking about? You missed everything I just said. Give value first. Names on list. And that's why people fail with their ads. People fail with their ads and advertising because you're trying to sell something. When I was heavy in the insurance game, we did something called direct mail. When we did something called direct mail, my other competitors, they were selling. My other competitors, they were trying to sell through their little sales letter. The only thing we did was, if you're interested, just send back your name and your email and y'all's ages, and if you're interested, we'll have somebody come by just to give you the information. We just wanted to collect the name. I didn't sell a product. I didn't tell y'all to. I didn't say we're gonna buy a product. When I was really selling every day, we had our financial firm really popping. Now we do more banks and we do more privatized stuff. But when I was selling final expense, mortgage protection, I had a name. I literally had a sales letter or something like this. And on the sales letter, the only thing I did, I told them the benefits, and I said, if you're interested, just put your name and number right here, and somebody will reach out to you. No sweat. Some people, you know how thirsty y'all are? Y'all will be like, if you're interested, just click this link right here, and then when you click that link, then you'll go up. No, you didn't give them no value first. So notice in all of me and BX videos, we give value, and then after the value, deep down in the descriptions, we say, click the link in the bio for more information. Click the link in the bio to get started. So let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. So this is what we did. Let me show y'all something. June 1st. June 1st. We're going to go June 1st. We're going to go June 1st. June 1st to June 15th. June 1st to June 15th, we were at $62,000. June 1st to June 16th, we were at $62,000. Let me show y'all something. We were at $61,000 June 1st to June 8th. Notice something. K. Stevens, you're not attracting people. What you're doing is really stinky. So, June 1st, from the 1st to the 8th, we sold $61,000 of stuff. From the 15th, from the 8th to the 15th, we only sold $623 worth of products. Why? Why did we do that? Because we spent an entire week prepping people for our next campaign. See, a lot of y'all trying to sell every day. So what we did, the week before BX's birthday's on the 6th. So the week before BX's birthday on the 6th, we start doing major campaign, getting people interested in collecting information. When we begin to collect information, people who are interested to buy, June 1st, show y'all some receipts, June 1st through June 8th, we did $61,000. So, because we realized that we were only selling one product, and I'll scroll down to the product, we realized that we were only selling one product. June, I'm being transparent so y'all can see. In digital real estate, notice what's happening. Digital real estate, digital real estate, digital real estate. The banking course, digital real estate, digital real estate. Digital real estate was the primary sales for that campaign because that's the only thing that we were selling. Digital real estate. Well, what we realized was in order for us to get to doing $100,000 in a week, we needed another powerful product. So 3 days before the 16th, we created the 100K blueprint. So 3 days before the 16th, we created the 100K blueprint. Before June 16th, 100K blueprint did not exist. So what did we do? We collected interest. We got people to actually participate in the 100K blueprint first. We got their testimonials. Then we blasted their testimonials to help us attract interested people so that they can buy from us. So from June 16th to June 23rd, we did $151,000. That's in 7 days. If you scroll down and you look at the top seller for June 23rd, June 16th to the 23rd, you're going to realize that the top seller was the new product, 100K month blueprint. Well, Jake, how can you take a product that never existed before? How can you take a product that never existed before and sell it to where you're able to do $58,000 in a week on that one product that never existed before? We were able to do it. You want to know how we were able to do it? We built a names list. We built a list. Then we marketed directly to those people. Then we began to build up that momentum. When our merchant account shut down, only thing we did was we took the actual sales transaction away, but we allowed for them to still give us their information. Why? Because the product and the service is still valuable. Just like people pre-purchase Jordans. Just like people are pre-purchasing phones. You pre-purchase laptops. Some of y'all, I ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna say that. Some of y'all pre-purchasing drugs. Yeah. Just like Lonzo Ball, if you know basketball, Lonzo Ball was they were pre-purchasing his prototype shoe. So when you think about the order of purchasing something before it exists, it is nothing new. So we had $58,000 of sales on a product that wasn't fully complete yet. 100K blueprint. I'm still actively adding to it every day. So the 1,000 names list is absolutely important when it comes to building up that combustion so that you can be able to take your company to the next level. And you won't be able to do that. You won't be able to do that. Sell at a time, person at a time, a little here, a little there. You have to take time to build up that names list of interested buyers so that you can be able to take your business to the next level.
Did you get my text?
Oh yeah.
Type the number 1 if you got any questions for me. Oh, come here real quick. Let them see how drippy you are. Come here, drip drop. Come here, drip drop. Oh! Type the number 1 if you got a question. Yeah, and I already gave you access to ABS Tribe. I already spoke on that. V, get up off my back. Commando said she had a question. Okay, Commando, I tried to go live. Yours didn't allow it. Original Riches, let's go. Hey, Ant, you can better take this down and chop it up. What's going on?
Oh my gosh, I didn't think you were gonna have me on live. I'm looking crazy.
You know, I'm always trying to pop you. I'm always trying to get you.
I'm eating and everything. Okay. So my question is, I have my email list that I'm building up using the tips that you guys told me, but my list, they don't purchase at or convert at the level that I would like them to. Like Brother Ben spoke about in digital real estate, how the email list converts between 3 to 5%. So on certain campaigns that I send out, they do, but on some campaigns they don't. So
yeah, so Shay, but the actual email conversions aren't 3 to 5% anymore.
okay.
They're actually like 1 to 2% because of COVID. And now everyone's kind of influxing our emails. The transactions through emails are really like 0.8 to 2%.
Yeah.
You get higher transactions from getting their contact information.
Okay.
So a way that you can get contact information is lead pages. Do we have lead pages in DR? DX? Okay, I'm gonna do a class on lead pages. You can do lead pages, or what I used to do, Typeform. TYPE form.com.
Typeform before.
Yes, because what you got to understand, if any information comes through our phone, there's a 90% open rate that they're at least going to open it. And getting their phone information and sending out a text blast is a lot easier to get them to at least open to see the opposite order, because it's just like an app. The only thing with a text is they can't just hit mute. They got to hit stop for it to stop popping in their phone.
Okay.
And we use call multiplier for our texting service to blast our text out. So you know when BX be like text BBX to 214-474 blah blah blah. That's, you can actually set that up with call multiplier and set it up with your area code, and they can actually enroll into that texting system, because the texting system, there's a 90% open rate. Okay. So emails are a blast of the past. I'm starting to believe people like to keep it in their cycle of marketing, but us newer age people, even people that are older, when we see our inboxes, is much like the mailbox. We like, yo, I don't know about that. But that phone, when you text it, is magic. So all information that we gather, we always gather the number.
Okay.
If anything, we get the numbers. We don't even get their names before we get the number. The
Yeah.
number is more important.
Okay. And I do have that on some customers too. So that'll be something that I start to actually proactively capture that.
And tell them, if you're not on my numbers list, you don't get the discounts. So people, you got to reward people for getting on your numbers list. So you said, by getting on my numbers list, you first come, first serve order, you get the text first. Okay. So when you got your new rings, y'all, she make crazy jewelry. When you got your rings, you got your jewelry, what you want to do, you want to blast it to that VIP group first.
Okay.
And then you go public with your new order, because your VIP group may buy you out. You never have to go online. Right. Because that's how you form customers. Form, not FORM, FARM. That's how you farm over your existing customers with retention. That's why we have the ABS tribe, because we want to continue to farm and give value, so that any products, any services, any new things that they give, that we put out, ABS tribe gets it first, and they get it at a discount. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
So you do that, you'll be just fine. And that would be the strategy that I would take. And matter of fact, we called you. You didn't answer for your one-on-ones. You didn't answer. Yep. It came from a Dallas number. We called 2 times.
Okay, we got to talk about that.
But that right there will literally increase your revenue, because a lot of people realize, write this down, Shaba, that the fortune is in the follow-up. It's not the client who purchases one time. It's the client who purchases for a lifetime that gives you comfort. And with that client, you always have to make sure that you give them the best bonuses, you give them the best bundles, the best discounts, the very first, best of everything, because they're the person that's consistently buying your products. And that follow-up, having that farming system where you're following up with people who either didn't buy or following up with people that did buy. And you have that constant system kind of working, and that'll work out just fine for you. You'll be just fine. Cool?
Thank you so much.
No problem. All right. Let's see who also put number 1. Crowned by a Kiss. Let's see what you got. Unable to join. He was unable to join. Ralph Valson's always ready. Valcine.
How we doing, man?
What's going on, brother? Talk to me.
Not much. So, quick question. So,
yes, sir.
How would you, let's say, I know from my country, this gentleman created a soda that's selling pretty well, and I wanted to see if I can sell that product, and how would I go about doing that?
You say it again. So you somebody is selling a product. Where you from? You want to sell that product?
Yeah, I want to push that product too, because I know it would. I mean, they looking for people to expand and grow the product and keep selling it. So
that's how I made a fortune. I've always sold other people's products. The ABS Institute is the only this is the only time where I've sold my own creations. So I've made a fortune on selling other people's products. So that's my specialty. So when it comes to that, you first have to start creating attention to that product. Right? So what do you mean? What I mean by create attention? You want to find who is interested. Who are the interested target market? Who do they naturally sell to? Who is the primary buyer of their product? So you can make sure that your language is meeting that type of client, right? Because if the product is made for a 28-year-old woman, that they have women buying the product more, and you're marketing it to a 40-year-old man, you're going to get any sales, nor are you going to be able to receive any names list. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
So you want to find first on who's the primary buyer of the product. You want to find then how often are they buying it, and then you want to find where they're typically getting these clients from. Then you want to start attracting and creating content that make people want to come your way. And the best way to do that is start educating people on the product, why it best fits them, not selling them on the bells and the whistles of the product. See, I hate when people try to sell the drill. You need to sell the hole. What I mean by that is, if somebody is trying to put a hole in the wall, they don't really care what color the damn drill is. They just want to know that the drill can actually put a hole in the wall. So
Yeah.
you want to sell the hole in the wall. What problem is it solving, and why they need to purchase the product from you, from your company first, and then from you second. When you begin to do that, you begin to put people on this names list where you can actually create, where if they're interested, they submit their information. So now nobody's purchasing anything. They're just submitting their information inside this form, and now you are contacting the farm. You're contacting the people on the farm, and you're literally picking off people. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
And if they're not interested to buy today, they'll be interested to buy tomorrow. I don't mean literally tomorrow. I mean tomorrow like another day, because you may have caught them. They're interested, but they don't have the money. They're interested, but they got to do more research. They're interested, but they just don't trust you, or they're interested and they just don't trust the company, which is the buyer's right. Don't get mad. Just say, okay, let me see if I can give you more information, or stay on my page, and hopefully one point in time, you'll be ready to buy. That keeps them in your sales cycle. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense, yeah.
The worst thing to do is just go take that product and just start slinging it and selling it. That's the worst thing to do. You want to start attracting people. So if you know you're interested in that product now, start trying to attract people today, to start getting people who are already ready for the product. So when the product comes in hand, you can literally just enroll people into that product. Then when you got that manual thing happening, that's when you set up your automation so that it's automatically doing it.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Okay. Commando says, while having an existing product but re-editing it, would the price be greater? Absolutely. First of all, your prices should always be going up annually with inflation. As the cost of living increases, your prices should increase. The second thing is you need to go get my 6 steps to creating a winning product. You need to get my 6 steps to creating a winning product. 6 steps to creating a winning product. That's going to teach you how to price that. And I got free lessons inside my IGTV on products. Boss Diva Academy says, for what I would do is every time they purchase something, give them a store credit. So not only are they happy with their purchase, they are also getting another opportunity to purchase with you. Yeah, I will be careful with store credit, because store credit costs you, the company. So what I mean by that, the price should include the store credit. Meaning, that's why you see companies, they do points. So they say, when you get to 20,000 points, or they get to 10,000 points, you're able to get a free fry from Chick-fil-A. Well, they know if you got to 10,000 points, you already purchased $1,000 worth of fries. Does that make sense? So I wouldn't give them quote unquote store credit. What I would create is, if you wanted to do that in that magnitude, I would create a point system. I only got 2 more minutes. Only got 2 more minutes. So a Kit Kat, make it fast. Oh, she said that was her question. They said that. Cool. Let me cancel. So, I believe in insurance. Y'all know that. I mean, I create a fortune off of insurance. I believe in insurance. Not only do I believe that you should insure your company, I believe that you should put insurance on you for your company, so that when you die, the money, your death benefit goes to your company's revenue. So your company can keep going. Never kill an LLC. People can die, but never kill your LLC. Never kill your LLC. Cool? You guys got value? If you got value, share this video, tag somebody, tag a couple of people inside the video so they can watch the video too if you really got value from it. And I appreciate you guys staying into the class. This was your free hour class, business class with Coach Jake Tayler Jacobs. I am Mr. Be the Bank. I specialize in scaling companies, growing companies, and product development. My job is to help you get your business, your life, and your organization to the next level. Peace. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it.